What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about metabolism and what happens if we have adapted our metabolism to burning so few calories that we just feel like we're in despair. This definitely happened to me at one stage, so this is for all of you who feel like you have been dieting for years and years, yo-yo dieting. The first year some of it worked, then you felt like you had to lower your calories even more to get the same results, and it all just becomes a big mess. You're confused, you're tired, and yeah, I just want to help you guys out and share how I basically got myself out of this and how I was able to adapt my metabolism to burning more calories. What helped me was definitely weightlifting and increasing my muscle mass. So changing my body composition to one that has more muscle and less fat. I still look exactly the same in my clothes. I haven't really changed dress size at all. The only thing is I weigh about 10 kilos more than I used to. So if you feel like you're on 1,200 calories, 1,100 calories, and you're hungry all the time, and it's just, you feel like you have no energy, you feel like if you increase that you will put on weight, and that the only way for you to lose weight would be to reduce your calories, but that's crazy low already, this video could help you out. I'm just going to share my experiences and some of the information that I've read from some scientific papers, which I will link in the description box below. Metabolism, in short, is all of the chemical reactions that are going on inside your body at any one time. So you can't really have a damaged metabolism. What happens rather than your metabolism damaging is it just adapts to whatever you've given it. So if you're giving it fewer calories, it's gonna burn fewer calories. So it's a little bit more complicated than energy in versus energy out. There's a few things that affect your energy out. Overall, it's your total daily energy expenditure, and that's kind of formed of 4 things. The first is your resting metabolic rate. This is also known as your basal metabolic rate, and it is the calories that you burn, or the energy that you burn, if you are only to lie in your bed and breathe. And that is different for different people, but it tends to be those who are bigger will burn more calories. So the bigger you are, the heavier you are, the more calories you will burn without having to do anything. So the next is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So this is if you didn't go out and go for a run, how much do you move without really being conscious of it during the day. So people who have this quite high will be like fidgeters, won't really be able to sit down in one place for a while, and they'll end up burning more day to day because they're just making smaller movements which burn calories. The next is physical activity. This makes up your runs, your workouts, everything like that, and the bigger you are, the more energy is required for you to actually perform a move. So if you're going for a run, for example, if you're very light, then it will be a lot easier for you to run at a faster pace than it is for someone heavy. So the heavier you are, the more energy you will be burning when you do your workouts anyway. The more you work out, the more energy you'll require, which is why I will always eat a lot more than someone who doesn't work out, because I like to fuel myself for performance. The last one is thermal effect of eating. So that is the amount of energy that is required for you to eat and digest food, and it depends on what macros you eat. So protein is the hardest for you to digest, so the more protein you have, the more energy you'll be burning eating that protein than carbs and fats. Those are the 4 things that contribute to your total daily energy expenditure. And as you lower your calories, if you're deciding to go on a diet, what happens is those things make changes so that your body can try and stop you from losing so much weight, because that's how we've evolved. If you lower your calories, you will lose weight to start off with, and therefore your resting metabolic rate will decrease because you're smaller, and therefore you won't be burning as many calories. Your non-exercise activity thermogenesis will also decrease, because if you are trying to conserve calories, you might not even be conscious of it, but you might just not be moving as much. Also, your physical activity takes a toll. So you might just feel really demotivated for training. Even if you think you're working out as hard as you were before, because you're lighter, you won't be burning as many calories during those workouts. And then your thermal effect of eating, well, that will also decrease because you're decreasing your calories. If you feel like you've hit a plateau, it's been years that you've been dieting, nothing's really working for you, and you're just physically exhausted, mentally exhausted, you've really lost motivation, what do you do? The overall goal is to gradually change or adapt your metabolism to burning more calories. The way I did that was by gradually increasing my calories and also by changing my body composition. The first thing I'd recommend is for you to take a break from exercise. Because you've been decreasing your calories so much, it actually takes a toll on your stress levels, and it will also affect your hormone levels. So as well as making your metabolism shift or adapt to your new calorie intake, you're also going to be changing like your hormone levels, your leptin and ghrelin levels, which affect satiety and cravings. I've mentioned those in my refeed day video. And also your stress levels, because your body sees it as a stress. So that means that maybe your sleeping patterns will be off, and you just need some time to take a rest. What I would recommend is cutting your workouts in half. So if you're working out 6 days a week, cut it in half every 2 to 3 weeks, but maintain some resistance training, because you don't want to lose that muscle mass. Any cardio that you were doing, I would either just slow down, take it down to like a nice walk, and just be easy on yourself. The second is playing around with your macros. What I'd recommend is increasing your carbs 10 to 20% every 2 to 3 weeks. Try and raise those leptin levels so you don't feel those cravings anymore. As you do these two things, so giving your body a rest and increasing your carbohydrate content, give yourselves time. Don't worry about anything that happens like really quick. Give yourself 4 to 6 weeks and then make a decision from there. The next thing I'd suggest is increasing your calories about 10 to 20% every 3 weeks, and start incorporating some weight training. Like I said before, the more muscle you have, the more calories you can burn day to day, because muscle burns more than fat per volume, and that just means that you can change your body composition, and even though you look the same, you will be heavier, which is why I never take into account the scales, but you will feel like you have a lot more energy and you'll be able to eat some more calories as well. I hope you liked the video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!